You're watching Black Knight Television, Channel 33, a broadcast service of Farmington High School, Farmington, Missouri.
Hello and welcome to FHS Sports Extra. I'm Derek Eves.
And I'm Natalie DePriest. This week we'll start off with the Farmington tournament and we'll go on to the first wrestling match of the winter sports season. But first is the boys basketball opening night against Papa Bluff Mules. Derek?
And this was a very important game for the Knights as a very good Mules team came into town led by All-State senior guard Stacy Nolan. The Knights came into this game knowing that they had to stop Stacy Nolan, a very explosive player. The Knights defense played really well throughout the game, led by Mike Lawrence. They also had a very balanced attack. The Knights defense was really stressed by Coach Street throughout the whole game. The Knights had many highlights in this game, one of them being the dunk by Mike Lawrence. But Poplar Bluff just kept coming back with a very good attack that also had balanced scoring and very good passing. But also the Knights, they didn't give up either. Mike Lawrence had a very good game and led the Knights. But the two dunks by Stacy Nolan really hurt the Knights and really changed the momentum of the game. He is also a very good defensive player, and as you can see, put the Knights away. The final score was the Knights losing 58-6.
The Farmington Knights varsity game against Papa Bluff Mules was the first live basketball game that Farmington Black Knight TV has been able to do. We were very happy to be able to bring that to you. And even though they did lose, they still played really well against a second and state team.
Yeah, they were a very good team. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you tired of the same school dances? Are test papers giving you the blues? Then get ready for this. Wild Video Dance Party is coming to town. Wild Video Dance Party, the state-of-the-art video dance party that will transform your school into the hottest dance club around. Wild Video Dance Party features a huge video projection system, awesome surround sound Dolby stereo, spectacular lighting, and laser-like special effects with fog that will blow your school away. And of course, Wild Video Dance Party comes with a PJ who will take your requests from our library of more than 3,000 music videos. From rap to reggae to country to rock to dance, we've got it all. Tickets are on sale now. This is your chance to be part of the 1992 Wild Video Dance Party World Tour. Don't be left out of the action. Get your tickets today.
Coming to Farmington High School Friday, December 17th, 1993 from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. at Jefferson School Gym. Tickets on sale at Magazine Rack during lunch.
Welcome back. This past week marked the 29th annual Farmington tournament. The boys opened up their play Monday night against Potosi.
After the Knights' first-round victory over the Potosi Trojans, the Knights went on to semifinal action to face the #1 seeded North County Raiders.
And it was the 29th annual Invitational Farmington Tournament. The Knights would take the early lead 2-0 with a shot by David Griffin. But that would be just about it as far as leads go for the Knights, because from then North County's offense took over. They couldn't miss a shot. The Knights, on the other hand, couldn't make one. Their shooting percentage was very poor from the field and equally as poor from the free throw line. They just seemed out of sync the whole game. They couldn't seem to get it together. Despite their poor shooting, however, they still stayed close late in the game by making a couple of three-pointers. But they still couldn't quite stage a comeback. They couldn't take the lead, and they lost 57-49.
At our deadline, the boys were preparing to play in the third-place game against Jackson.
After this break, we'll come back to see how the girls fared in the Farmington tournament.
There is a mighty spirit shining out.
In Salisbury, Maryland, the hungry are being fed. In Wind Falls, Indiana, a man who learned to read at 47 is making sure others learn earlier. In Hope, New Mexico, people turned an abandoned school into a thriving community center. In Boston, Massachusetts, neighbors set up a crime hotline that's making their streets safer. From Seattle to Galveston, from Buffalo to Fargo, every day, someone in America is doing something to light up another life. But there is so much more to do. The light to do it is within us all. We only need to share it. Contact the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Knightette Varsity Basketball on BKTV.
After beating Central and losing to Jackson, the Knights played the Fredericktown Lady Blackcats in a third-place game in the Farmington tournament. The Knights had everything going well pretty early. Nice defense by Becky Boyd earns her the steal and the easy 2 points. At the end of the first quarter, however, the score was 17-11. The Fredericktown Blackcats were in the lead. In the second quarter, the Knights continued their scoring, but went into the locker room at the half with the score 29-25. They were still down by 4. In the second half, the Knights kept it close. Until the fourth, the Lady Cats started to pull away, but the Knights hung tough. Late in the game, on a play trying to save the ball from going out of bounds, sophomore point guard Liz Cox went down. But she would later return from her injury. She ended up being okay. The Knights hung tough and eventually took the lead. Here, this shot by the Knights gives them a 3-point lead, and they would end the game with a 57-52 win, capturing third place in the Farmington tournament.
The Knights wrestling team was preseason ranked second in state. They opened their season Wednesday against Sykeston.
Farmington ended up winning the meet with some exceptional performances. However, earlier in the lighter weights, they struggled in the beginning, and the first of the 6 victories by pins came from Nathan Bailey in the 140-pound weight class and was followed by Andrew Sanchez in the 145-pound class. The next 4 match-deciding pins came from John Gillum, Rob Kellogg, Nathan Hain, and Chad Lim. The Knights won 36-34. The next match is at Helias, and the first home double duel is at 1 o'clock on Saturday, December the 11th.
Excuse me. Do you wear your safety belt?
Why, no. I don't wear my safety belt.
Thank you.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
In Bright Night TV's first live basketball game, the Farmington Knights had their season opener against the Poplar Bluff Mules. They had to face Stacey Nolan, who is a great guard who will probably go on to a Division I school. Even though they did lose, they still had lots of great highlights and put out a great effort in this week's Flashback.
On next week's show, we will feature the first girls' live basketball game when they play North County. Also, the boys' basketball team is facing Perryville, and the wrestling team has a very important match with Elias, the only team that was ranked higher than them in the preseason.
It'll be a good show next week, so be sure to watch us then. But until then, we'll see you at the game.
You're watching Black Knight Television, Channel 33, a broadcast service of Farmington High School, Farmington, Missouri.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Farmington High School. This is the 29th Annual Invitational Farmington Tournament, and we're here to bring you the North County Raiders versus the varsity Farmington Knights. I'm Natalie DePriest, along with Kim Middleton. Knights got here by beating Potosi in the first round, and North County had a bye, and because they're seeded number 1. Farmington is seeded 4. And we're about ready to get underway. Mike Lawrence will jump for the Knights, and number 50, Chad Smith, will jump for North County. Knights control the tip. Mark Melly takes it and gives it to David Griffin. He gets it over to Medley. Up top to Matt Hull. He gets it over to Griffin. Griffin takes the shot, nothing but the bottom of the net for the first 2 points of the game. The guards need to get their scoring going here early because they're a big key to the Knights' offense. North County has it now. Number 34 at the point, Kevin Black. He's guarded by David Griffin. And the shot by Jason Ruck ties this one up quickly, 2-all in the early going. David Griffin gives it off to Robbie Griff at the top of the key. He looks inside for Lawrence, brings it back outside to Matt Hull. And the side jumper is in and out. North County comes down with the rebound. North County being guarded by the Knights' man-to-man defense here in the early going by the Knights. David Griffin guarding Kevin Black up at the point. He looks over to the side, jumper, and didn't get anything. It was an air ball, and the Knights finally come down with it. And the play will be stopped Chad Smith, and the Knights will take it out of bounds and bring it back down.
Farmington really needs to control inside because they need the second and third shots. They can't let the other team just dominate the boards because they have the size, just like Farmington.
And another foul quickly called on North County. On number 14, that would be Rodney Poley. That is his first foul, the second team foul for North County. That will send number 33, Mike Lawrence, to the line for the Knights. And the first one is a little bit short. Mike is a senior at Farmington High School this year. He's 6'9", and he's the starting center. And he makes his second free throw, putting the Knights in the lead by 1. The Knights have the press going a little bit early here. North County works it down and gets set in their offense. Nice job by defense on David Griffin. And the shot is taken down by Mike Lawrence. That's exactly what they have to do. They have to limit those second and third shots. David Griffin controls it, gets it over to Matt Hall. Mark Medley over to David Griffin. Close man-to-man defense being played by North County. Robbie Grief tries to go inside and he loses control, but North County takes it away. And an easy layup by number 14, Rodney Poley, puts the Raiders in the lead.
Absolutely. And this man, Peter Mansfield.